Hello, and thank you for downloading episode 109 of We Got This with Mark and Hal, the second of our 2 Max Fun Drive episodes. And I want to take a brief moment on behalf of Mark and myself and all of the people behind the show to thank you, every single person who has shown support to our show, whether they donated in the previous Max Fun Drive or whether they're new this year or whether they've upgraded a previous membership. We can't even begin to tell you what this support means to us, allowing us to do stuff like buy new equipment, travel for shows, make sure the people behind the scenes get some money too. The money that we make from these donations goes right back into the show. And you're going to hear a little bit more about the drive, which is still going on for the next few days, and how you can start your membership before April 1st. So pay attention throughout the episode and enjoy. Recorded live on JoCo Cruise 2017 with Welcome to Night Vale. This is episode 109 of We Got This with Mark and Hal. Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle once and for all. Clean Slate Live.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
What is up?
Hello.
JoCo Cruise 2017.
Yes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
We are here in the 2,000-seat arena in the Crow's Nest.
Yes.
What a weird extra cheer we just got.
That's weird. This is our official live episode on the JoCo Cruise 2017. This is the final day of the cruise. Later on in the run of this podcast, I know it's sad. We're all sad.
Yeah.
This has been like a summer camp for adults.
Mm-hmm.
And
adults.
But we wanted to finish it off with a bang. You will hear listeners at home some of the other episodes we recorded during this cruise later on in the coming months. But for now, we are joined by 4 of our very good friends from Welcome to Night Vale. One at a time, they are Jeffrey Craner, Cecil Baldwin, Symphony Sanders, and John Bernstein, a.k.a. Disparition.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
We've all been trapped on a boat together for 7 days. We're a little loopy. So, we decided that the best thing to do when it's this late in the cruise, none of us has a terribly long attention span anymore.
No.
So instead of doing what we normally do is one long episode about one topic where we definitively answer that, topic asked and answered once and for all. But this particular episode, there's a lot of episodes we get on our, subreddit or our Facebook group that aren't quite full episode topics.
Yes.
Thank you. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do a little bit of house cleaning on our master list.
Yes.
And we're going to knock off as many of these to clean the slate as we can. How's that sound?
This is Clean Slate 5.
Clean Slate 5.
For those of you keeping track, somebody on the Facebook group.
This time it's personal.
Exactly. This is in 3D for all the people in this room. There's somebody on our Facebook group who has created a spreadsheet of every decision that we've issued. And they don't know, I guess now's the time to tell them that I keep a spreadsheet as well, but for personal record, so I know which episode was what.
Right.
But I never remember the clean slates because we cover a bunch of topics and I don't track the answers. But this guy has done it.
Awesome.
So now we have all of those available for you to read.
Yes, and
that doesn't help you for them.
And if you want to read a hard copy of them, we're going to put them in those little glass cases where they keep the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence when you go to the National Archives and walk past National Treasure style.
It is just as important. So let's dive right in because I have a lot here to get
Thank
through.
you guys for joining us for this.
Thank you so much.
Who are huge fans of Welcome to Night Vale here? Yeah. You guys are superstars and we're lucky to have you and we love you.
Fantastic.
I love you.
All right, here we
Love
go.
you.
Oh, there's so much love here.
Wink, wink, wink.
Winks.
All right.
And you're sharing mics. Cecil's sitting there with no mic. That's okay. But you're going to share. We'll all figure out how to share. This is like that math of you have a jug with 3 quarts of water. Mm-hmm. We just have more.
Throw the jug at the teacher.
All right. Christiane M asks us, cargo shorts or cut-off jeans?
Is the question which is worse or which is best?
Better. You know what?
Which is acceptable?
That's up to decide. I think whichever one is the worst, the other one is better. Can I speak? I think cargo shorts get a lot of shade.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily because extra pocket. Why are they so bad, Symphony?
Because they're ugly and they make you look thighy.
Yeah, they're a little unflattering.
Yeah. They make you look like you got more junk in the trunk. If you're somebody like me who has a lot already, like I don't need all that. Jorts are the way to go for me.
Yeah, jorts.
Really?
That's just my personal preference. I look sickening in some jorts. Some cutoffs?
Yeah, that's the look for you?
Yes.
But what if you have a bunch of stuff to carry?
I'm a woman, so I carry a purse, which carries all
that
of
doesn't mean
things.
anything. I am a man and I carry a man purse.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Right, well, that's what I'm
Hence
saying.
having
You
a
need all your
stylish
stuff.
bag to go with your jorts.
Yeah.
You need it's a complete outfit. Like, really, that's the answer.
Cargo shorts, I always feel like, for me personally, they make my legs I look like a hobbit if I'm wearing cargo shorts.
Because they're always too long. Right?
Yeah, they're too long. I like squat legs and wide feet and these cargo shorts, and it's like, go drop a ring in a mountain.
Yeah. And you always end up putting some mess in a pocket somewhere, and you forget it's there, and then it gets all in the washer and dryer, and you just.
Have you put a pen in a cargo pocket?
Oh, I've put Sharpies in a pants pocket before. It's the awesomest.
And then you have like blue stains on the back of all your t-shirts randomly, and you're like, oh, it's that one pen in that pants.
The inside of the washer looks like spin art. John, wait, hold on. John, will you please speak in defense of cargo shorts?
I can't say they look better. Jorts definitely look better. Cargo shorts, yeah, they're useful, but there are so many other options for carrying the stuff I would need to carry, you know.
Well, this is a fine how do you do to start this episode off.
Hal, I have a feeling you almost wore cargo shorts here, didn't you?
I did.
To be fair, though, Hal, you would look really good in cargo shorts.
Stop
You have the legs for it.
You gotta know.
I do.
You
got the gams.
You got those gams. Got them gams.
Yeah.
My legs are super swole for those of you who've never seen me in public.
All that basketball.
Yeah, like the upper body, there's work to be done, but I always feel like when I wear cargo shorts, I'm like a photojournalist.
Yeah.
Like I have film.
Who wore his vest wrong?
Yeah, I need a vest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I guess jorts are cool now, right?
Well, the question is it cut off jeans or is it jorts? Because those are two different things.
Specifically, Christian's question was cut off jeans.
Okay, because that's very different than jorts. To me.
Jorts would have the seam along the bottom and be deliberately created as shorts.
Denim shorts. Yeah. I definitely cut off shorts above cargo pants because cut off shorts. There's something DIY and creative about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's super great. So,
though I did just take a vacation where I wore them frequently because I had a lot of jeans that for some reason were too short for me. So I just cut them all up into shorts. And I was looking at these vacation photos. Julianne and I went to Europe, and I was looking at the photos, and I was like, there's going to be a day when I'm embarrassed by this that I'm wearing.
But not today.
It's not today.
Yeah, but this is going to look real.
Because these are all right. Like, I feel like the cutoff jean shorts, they go in and out and in and out.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone's against you on this one, Hal.
I will say this about cargo shorts: they're one step better than capri pants in my mind.
I don't mind them. I don't mind the man capris.
I put them in that order: like cutoffs, cargo pants, capris.
Mm-hmm.
What a hollow
I have seen,
victory.
and then I have seen once cargo capris, which was just like some weird Frankenstein abomination.
Because your calf needs pockets.
I want to see cargo pants that just have pocket, like a row of them
all the way.
If there's only like one cargo pocket, like
or
come on,
it's
that's
one
ridiculous.
giant pocket.
Yeah, for your golf clubs.
I like that idea of like a
Nine
leg
iron.
bandolier that just goes down. You like your leg?
Your 3-wood in
Sorry,
there.
I'm going to the golf course. I have to walk like this today.
Yeah.
All right. So is this, are we deciding this?
I would say
shorts?
cutoffs.
Yes.
Cutoff jeans.
Yeah.
Great.
Cut off jeans is the answer.
Christian,
asked and answered.
asked and answered. All
Thank
right.
you, Christian.
Number 2, facts of life or different strokes?
Well, that sounds like that should have been a whole episode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Can we? I want to do a crowd poll just to see which they were like, oh, about.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should test the waters a little bit. Yeah.
Was it phone a friend? Can we phone a friend?
It was ask the audience.
Ask the
phone a
audience.
friend. What else were they?
Ask the audience.
50-50. Yeah.
Well, in this case, would be kind of moot.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
You're like, take one of the answers away.
Yeah.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
All right, by show of applause, who here? You can only pick one. Don't go crazy for both.
Yeah.
You have to make this choice. Who's for Facts of Life? And who is for Different Strokes?
I had a feeling that was going to be it.
You know, Different Strokes did cover more serious issues. Nancy Reagan was on there talking about saying no to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then his daughter had bulimia, which I'm not laughing at the disease, but every time she was in the bathroom, it was like, because she's off camera. They can't show her vomiting her food into a toilet. So it's just the worst. And Dana Plato, of course, suffered immensely. All of those kids.
Suffered
a ton.
But the question isn't post Facts of Life and post Different Strokes.
Like, which is a
Right.
Because
better
post Different
show.
Strokes was rough for that
Oh my
cast.
God! Yeah, it was the Alamo. Yeah.
Well,
It was the Alamo.
I don't know.
Who was the Davy Crockett?
Oh, no.
The celebrity that rolled in and
Facts of Life was kind of changed at one point. So it started in an all-girls school.
Yeah.
Mrs. Garrett was like their headmistress or like
Right,
the house
yeah.
house mistress.
mom.
Then at one point,
Yeah.
did they like have a bakery or
Yeah, then they
something?
started going into business.
Right.
I think
It was
maybe they had a
but it
bakery.
was attached to the thing.
They had a clothing store, and that was
I
when
don't
Mackenzie
understand.
Aston and George Clooney were both on the show.
Right.
There's a fun
Yes.
fact.
Mhm.
Didn't he work for a hospital or something?
No, that was
his next
the
gig.
original ER.
Y'all,
There
I
was
get it
the-
all mixed up.
There was the drama ER, but before that, there was the syndicated comedy ER.
wait,
in which he
what?
starred with
What?
Mary McDonnell.
There's a comedy ER.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Where
of
have you
life.
been?
It's just a hospital hall full of banana peels.
Yeah. What were you doing in junior high? Spending time with friends? I was watching TV. I was catching up. I'm very well equipped for this.
Well, what do you guys? What do you lean towards?
All I can think of is the Facts of Life theme song right now.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, Facts of
playing
Life
on
for me.
repeat in my head. I'm like, it's the Facts of Life.
Yeah.
Facts of Life.
I never watched Different Strokes as a kid.
Weren't both of those theme songs written by Alan Thicke?
Probably.
At least one of them was.
Yeah.
I know Facts of Life was. I feel like you can't talk about 80s sitcoms without talking about the theme song, or 80s sitcoms without
Right.
talking about
Yeah.
the theme song.
Yeah.
And for me, like Facts of Life was always the better.
Right. Because the other one was
theme
like,
song.
different strokes, smooth the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, but it also tells the story.
Yeah.
Of how
Yeah.
Arnold
A man
Willis-
is born, he's a man of means. Yeah.
Well, let's ask
Oh, I
ask
love
someone who
those.
has
I love
scored a comedy show for a long time. Song wise, do you have a preference as the musician on
He's
stage?
the Night Vale Alan.
yeah.
I have to
The
admit,
Night Vale Allen. Night
Night
Vale's
Vale's
Allen.
own.
Desperation.
Into the Night with John Bernstein, which starts now.
I honestly cannot remember ever having seen Facts of Life. I can't bring it. Like, I remember Different Strokes, so I'm leaning that way. I don't remember Facts of Life.
You know the
at
song,
all.
take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and then you have the facts.
Spiders
Life.
coming out of
Yeah.
Red Velvet Cupcake.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Facts of Life was the opening line
For
of the
Night
Night
Vale
Vale
on
show
the Joko
on this
cruise.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ship, sorry.
Spooky boat.
Right?
Ship.
But we don't say bad words on this show.
Ship.
So what are we thinking?
I would say Different Strokes. The only thing that changed on Different Strokes over time was that redheaded kid showed up, Sam, and but they did go to Universal Studios,
Nice.
and
Nice.
and Kit was on the show and talked
What?
to them.
Wait, Kit,
Like,
Oh my
Arnold.
God.
Yeah, he was like, Arnold, get your hands off me.
Oh
like
my
it was
God,
a weird.
yes.
And Jaws
Weird.
was there.
What-
They
What
went on
was
the
Arnold
tour.
doing with his hands?
What you talking about, Hal?
where was he? Show me on the car where he touched you.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Well, you have to remember Arnold was kidnapped by a guy.
That's
and-
right. That was
Oh,
a
duct
dark.
taped together.
That
Okay.
episode disturbed me as a child. Yeah.
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 Do you guys
I think
remember
they took
that?
on way too
Yeah.
seriously.
I think I would lean towards Different Strokes. Partially, I'm going off of the audience reaction. I mean, you're
Yeah.
kind of going with like the universal. Yes, this is absolutely we got this. This is the imprimatur of your show, and I feel like the will of the people was towards that, and
We have never cared about that.
yeah. Listen, I mean,
No offense, everybody.
I don't know what popular
Actively
votes are
challenging
worth, but there's
Well, that's, how about this?
I think you're right. I feel like different strokes based on the audience reaction. What you mentioned before, Hal, about them doing more important episodes, tackling things, and also what you talk about, Will, is it's the show with the more recognizable catchphrase.
Yeah.
Catchphrase versus theme song is to me that's the battle there.
But
I
who
still
didn't love
like-
Tootie?
I love.
We all did.
Oh my gosh. Did people ever do like they do with Sex in the City now? But you're
Are you a
like,
Which one
Tootie?
Are you a
Yeah.
Blair?
Are you a
I was
Natalie?
such a-
that
I
was
was a
Joe.
You're such a
Yeah.
Blair.
Such a Joe.
Joe was my crush.
Everybody wanted to
when I was
be
a
Joe.
kid.
And then Nancy Buchanan did a ton of TV movies, including one they showed in my 6th grade health class that was about what it's like to have schizophrenia. And then we learned what schizophrenia was, and whatever she was doing was not schizophrenia. But that sort of changed every time I watched Facts of Life after. I was like, what lurks under the crust of Joe? A lot of problems there.
All right.
I think the answer is different strokes.
Different strokes. Is everybody
Yeah.
comfortable with different strokes?
I'm comfortable with that.
Asked,
Yeah.
Asked and answered, different
All right,
strokes.
I'm going to jump around on this list. I don't want to go right down it, but I want to stick with the pop culture and say Mike M has asked Grape Ape or Magilla Gorilla. Are you all familiar with Magilla Gorilla, who lived in a pet store in a giant cage in the front window of a pet store and would escape and I think pretend to be a human? He would get out and do adventures, and the shopkeeper was always like, get Magilla Gorilla
I don't remember.
back.
I don't
Neither of
remember
these.
Magilla Gorilla. I remember Grape Ape because I had Saturday Morning Cartoon Express on USA, which was all the Hanna-Barbera,
I
right?
literally
Yeah.
just remember he only went grape ape.
Grape
And,
ape.
Yeah.
and that was it. But I don't remember in what context.
I think we just settled it.
Yeah.
He says grape ape.
He does
says
say
Grape
Grape
Ape.
Ape. And he's the Marmaduke of primates. And
He's
that
too big to fit.
He's too big to fit in everything, but he always
yeah.
tries. Like, Grape Ape, get out of that rocking chair. Grape Ape. And then breaks.
All right.
If it fits, it sits.
If it fits, it sits. If that was the only thing he said outside of Grape Ape, that would be the most macabre cartoon in history. I do think Grape Ape, Magilla Gorilla is just sad. Why is this gorilla in a pet shop?
Yeah.
Is he hoping, like,
Just like
is-
sentient.
No one's going to go
Yeah.
through there and
You
buy a
know.
gorilla.
he's like a con man. He's in some sort of like ape jail
Yeah.
or gorilla jail.
No,
Excuse me.
you should go to the pound to get a gorilla. You should
Yeah.
not get the
Yeah.
pet shop.
No, never pay.
Yeah, don't go to a
Exactly.
pet shop to get a
No,
gorilla.
get a rescue gorilla.
Yeah. And hey, can you be sure to chip your gorilla so if it gets out into the wild that the vets can return the
Yeah, you try it.
Yeah.
Spay and neuter. Spade or neuter.
Spay and neuter your gorilla.
I only remember Grape Ape as like a flavor of Otter Pops or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. I feel
Along
like
with,
Grape Ape just got a triple win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like
Grape
you-
Ape all the way.
Yeah.
Asked and answered.
It's old.
Hey everybody, you may notice that we're the same people you were just listening to and not your normal commercials that you hear in this slot. That's because right now we are here to tell you about the Max Fun Drive. Many of you know, if you don't know, Maximum Fun is and has always been listener supported. The Maximum Fun is a great network of podcasters. Our commander-in-chief came from the world of NPR, and that's how they do it there, and it works, so we do the same thing. Once a year, we come to you, and we ask you to make donations for the podcasts that you love. You can make a donation from anywhere between $5 and $200 a month.
Or more.
Or more, however much you want. You will feel awesome when you listen because you will know that you are helping us put this sound in your ears with microphones. And you can help us reach our goal, which is 10,000 new and upgrading members this year.
That is right. So last year the goal was 5,000, which we demolished. And this year it's 10,000, which I'm confident. Now we're recording this about a week before you were hearing this recording. And as of now, we are about halfway there, but it doesn't just stop at another 5,000 new or upgrading members. Well, upgrading means you're already a member. Let's say you're in at the $5 level and you're doing a little bit better at your job this year and you want to afford a little bit more.
You're doing a little better at your job, so you're getting paid more.
That's right. You're getting well, of course. I assume you're all great at your jobs. But this is the time of year to donate. There are all sorts of great pledge gifts, which we're going to get into in our next break, and also great bonus content that's available. But really what's great about Max Fun and donating and becoming a member is you're supporting us, which we really appreciate. You're also supporting the network, which produces a ton of original content. And you can choose as many shows as you want to benefit from your donation. They all split it equally. There's no one person gets more than the other. You can support as many shows as you want, and it feels good to do it. I know every time I give money, I feel good, and you will too.
So, how do you do it, you ask? I don't know if you asked that. I'm going to assume you did. Go to MaximumFun.org and click on Donate.
Yes.
Repeat. Go to MaximumFun.org and click on Donate. It'll take you through all the rest of it. You set your membership level, and when you're making your donation, don't forget to click the box next to We Got This, so that our show will receive the support from your donation, as will any other show that you click on. You put your credit card in, your donation will process automatically every month. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to do anything else except feel really good about supporting the podcasts that you love.
That's right. And this is the time to do it. Do it right now while you're thinking about it. There are all sorts of crazy ththings going on. I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw this out there right now and I will stick to it. There are about 4 days left in the drive. It ends on the 31st, which is Friday. If we reach 20,000 new or upgrading members, some mix thereof, a lot of people are offering to do a lot of things. Travis McElroy is going to get a weird tattoo if we get to 50,000. If we get to 20,000, Mark and I are going to open up the last 6 months of We Got This to you, our listeners, and allow you, by voting, to pick one episode on which you will overturn our ruling. So this is your chance. You're upset all the time. You think we got it wrong?
Why are we just doing the last 6 months? This is an annual drive. Let's make it the last year.
Okay, that's fine. Anything from 2016. As we know, the first year was sealed at the first anniversary. So anything from that point on is fair game. We will let you reverse it for 20,000 new and upgrading donors and members to Max Fun. So go right now while you're thinking about it, while you're excited, and we're going to be back to tell you all about the great gifts in just a little bit. But for now, let's get back to We Got This.
All right. Anybody hungry? Super salad.
Wait, who submitted it, Mark? Who submitted
Super salad was submitted by Beth Ann G. That's Ann, not A-N-D. Beth and G. No, Beth Ann G. Super salad.
Now, let's assume that it's the best salad you've ever had,
Yeah.
or the best soup you've ever had.
Yeah.
You're choosing between the two. This isn't like being on this cruise where somebody told me before getting on the cruise, like, just order one of each entree and you can taste from it. Like the most like Julius Caesar food ordering scenario. And
Bacchanal.
Like, bring me everything. I will only have one bite, and then throw it into the sea.
Because also you get to kill a performer each night.
Wait, I didn't know we could do that.
So what? You can't order both. Which do you pick?
This is super easy for me. It's salad.
Why?
Yeah.
Wow.
She agrees.
3 people clapped for salad just then.
There's so much more literally texture to salad, but also like the layers of flavor that you can have in a salad, like the way that you can have one bite that is this and another bite that is that, whereas soup is all completely blended together. It is just like one single thing. I mean, you can put some like crunchy thing on top, or you can put like oil or sour cream or something else, and that's nice. Not to knock soup, but this is a thing where like salad, you can really, you can really like layer it on. You have lots of different things you can go to, from crunchy lettuce, from romaine to Boston lettuce, to you can have beets in your salad, to having fruit in your salad like strawberries.
Now, are we ruling out like macaroni salad and like all those sort of like It's
Tuna.
like,
No, yeah, no.
those are like
This is
salad.
like a
Pittsburgh
green
steak
salad.
like
yeah.
I know growing up in the South, I'm like, okay, come on, this Jello salad,
Right.
Is,
So I would say
fooling
for
anybody.
This egg salad is just scrambled eggs with mayonnaise in it.
Yeah. Artistic complexity and diversity of flavors, I would go salad.
I'm gonna do a vote for soup. I think.
Okay.
Because I hear everything you're saying, and I think I've had some soups like a good gumbo should have everything in that, but it's like layered differently, like every bite. But I think the reason I go for soup is like, I just imagine when you get in out of a long cold day, out on doing, like the joy of sitting down to like a hot, warm bowl of soup and like crusty bread on the side is like so comforting. Like that just kind of brings all that up. Which I'm like, a salad is roughage. It's like, yeah, like I didn't eat this to make my body healthy, but like there's something comforting about like hot soup.
Yeah, I agree. I think like French onion soup, miso soup, those things like cure me. I love salad, but like soups have this like restorative, like, like really like on a cold day, they like warm you. And then even on a hot day, gazpacho is amazing.
Oh,
and,
True.
And French onion soup has the texture too, because you can put like a nice, like crispy piece
Bread.
of toast on there.
Yeah,
with
cheese and all that shit.
Yeah, there's nothing like that in the salad.
There is something. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I would say there's a really good. That's a great argument. The comfort factor. It's not chicken salad for the soul. It's chicken soup for the soul.
Yeah.
Like that.
Chicken salad for the colon.
Right.
I think that to counter though, in the favor, like another point in the favor of salad is like, when you like fresh garden, like when you like pick a tomato right off the vine
There's
and
nothing.
it's still warm and
Yeah.
like that you don't. Oh, sorry.
That's we'll bleep you.
Okay,
we
thank you.
expected to bleep you, Cecil.
Good. I get so excited. It's like food that you've made with or like grown with your own hands into a salad.
It's totally different.
That's nothing.
I'm going to have to say salad because I feel like there's so many more combinations for me with salad that I'm like, I'm a toppings person. Even with pizza and anything else, I want the toppings. I don't care about the bread or anything like that. I just want the business end. Does that sound nasty?
No, it sounds
Do you want to
funny.
eat the business end of a salad? Yeah, it sounds nasty.
As long as it's not a salad shooter. 'Cause then I don't think you want to.
No,
Totally
but
different.
I mean, I like all the crunchy, and then you can get salty and sweet. And I'm more of a crunchy, salty type person. And I think it depends also on what the weather is like. I do understand why you're like, oh yeah, the soup thing, it's nice on a warm day, but like, I don't know. There's something that makes me feel like so accomplished somehow when I eat a salad. Like,
Right.
I'm like, I did that. Like, I won today.
It's an achievement. You did something
Right.
good for yourself.
I'm like, I ate kale.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Look out,
Wait, you're
world.
eating it wrong if you're doing that.
Look out, world.
Here I come. I ate kale.
So we have 2 for soup, 2 for salad? 'Cause you're in the soup camp.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
I'm
Mark?
I like the sentiment of the hominess of a good soup, but the versatility of a salad for me wins. And also because not that I'm finicky about it, but I know what I'm eating and I can organize it myself more with a salad. With a soup, it's a lot of trust that you're putting in someone. It's like, this is a big bowl of, bacon, cheese, potato soup, but it's soup, so it's probably good for me. I'm putting my trust in it.
Seems
You know what
like
I mean?
parsnip soup.
Yeah, exactly.
Both foods have the same dilemma, which is it's almost impossible to get a full bite into your mouth without things falling off. Because a salad, unless you sit and chop it up and like shred it, then you're trying to get a full leaf and a couple of kernels of corn and 5 beans. And
You're
a
buying the
tomato,
wrong salads, man.
And then it falls. Whatever you put in it.
Everywhere you go, there's these salad places now. Have you guys seen the double pizza cutter thing that they use?
Yeah.
I know, but
The
come
salad
on.
places where they do like the big
chopper.
choppy thing.
It's a mezzaluna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
like-
want that. I don't want to eat vegetable confetti. I want the challenge
Rip
of a
Taylor wants
salad
to shoot it out of a...
because I'm an adult who's gonna figure it out like it's a food puzzle. But
Get time for the salad shooter.
yeah, I just put it in my mouth and just load it up. My cheeks get real big like Dizzy Gillespie. With soup, every time I eat it, and I try not to like hunch over, like it's the depression and it's the last meal I'm gonna have for the month. I try to sit upright, and then all of a sudden, my right arm, it's like I'm on the bomb squad. It starts to like shake. Like I'm very aware that all of this is going to end up on my shirt and my pants. What?
Yeah, just pick up the bowl.
Just pick up. Oh, yeah. I'm not above just drinking from the bowl.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think, man, I do love soup so much, but there is something about salad that is better for you, but you can still make it taste good.
Mm-hmm.
For that reason, I'm going to have to go for salad. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself.
I know. I got an answer.
Betrayed.
This is another one I want to throw out quickly. Young lady right here. May I borrow you for just 1 second? Okay. Can I have one of your shoes? Okay. Thank you. Okay. What is this called?
Flip-flop.
Thong.
Asked and answered.
All
Whoa.
right.
Who said thong?
I did.
I thought I heard 4 flip. I thought I heard 5 flip-flops.
It's a flip-flop.
Flip-flop.
Oh,
Why
I
do
did. Well, you asked who said thong. I said thong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
And actually, I first thought sandal.
Yeah.
Is this going to take longer than I thought it was?
No, I will concede
No,
the flip-flop. I will totally
I will
concede the
have
flip-flop.
Yeah, they're flip-flops.
But my
Thank you.
first
Okay,
instinct
thank
was
you.
sandal.
Alan and TJ submitted that one. They both, not together. They did it separately. Here's an interesting one. John, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Live music or studio mix?
Well, I mean, it really depends on the band, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
there's some bands are studio bands. Some people are live artists. And, yeah, that's a really tough one. I mean, nothing has the energy of a live performance, but there are some artists out there that I still enjoy that are, just not live bands. They're studio bands, and that's how it is. So, but I'd always rather hear live music. I think it just has an energy that I feel like a live band, even if it's not my thing, like if it's not a genre I'm really into, I'll still get into it more. So I'll side with live.
Can I ask a repeat of the question? I want to hear the phrasing.
Live music or studio mix?
Okay. All right. I got my answer.
So it's okay. Go ahead.
Well, no, live music then. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, is this like a recorded live, like
that was my question because it says studio mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I'm like, there's nothing like seeing a musician play live. Like there's something like you got to have chops to like, to watch like Patti LuPone sing Roses Turned live is, I got a chance to, and I literally time stopped, for like 5 minutes, and then life went on again when that was over. And it's listening to an album, a mixed album is really great, but there is something about, you're just like, oh, this is an event that happened. What is that Anita Franco lyric? Like, this is a record. It's a record of, anyway, never mind.
If that's the case, I feel like seeing live music is better than listening to a recording. But as far as recordings go, is it a recording of a live album, or is it like a recording of a song done live, or the original studio recording of a song? You know what I mean? If that's the question, because I would always fancy that my life had a soundtrack, and in the movies they never play the version that has applause in it.
Yeah.
So I would always be like, that's not part of my soundtrack.
Yeah, live albums are often kind of bad because you're just missing the experience and the energy and like, when you're seeing a band, everyone makes mistakes when they play live, and when you're seeing a band live, it doesn't matter at all because you're just so caught up in the moment. And then, but when it's recorded, and that's the kind of record, and like it's not at all the same. And yeah, live recordings I don't think are usually, with a few rare exceptions.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would much, if we're just talking about just sitting and listening to a recording, having a studio mix is so much more superior. There are some occasions where a live album is really great. You get some banter, you get to hear some unique things, and you develop a picture of what's happening, but just wanting to hear the songs. The live album is more about listening to the whole thing rather than finding an individual song you want to hear. But you're right, like if you put it on your iPhone and shuffle it, and you suddenly get a track that starts with like applause and what's up, Cleveland?
Skip.
It sounds like we've just answered 2 questions then.
Yeah.
Live music or recorded music, live wins, but live recording or studio mix wins.
Of course. But also, can we think about the factor of you don't have to leave your home?
That's true.
Because I like that part. And I don't like other people in my space. So if you could do, yep.
We'll just scooch it over a
Especially
little.
you.
Don't die, Mark. Don't die.
No, but
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go over the
like,
edge.
but I mean, like, if
That
I
bit
could
nearly killed
be,
me.
I think my ideal situation would be in the VIP at a live show.
All right.
All right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Asked and answered. It's in the VIP at a live show.
There you go.
Yeah.
VIP live music.
All right.
Would you rather have $1 million or $100?
$100, man. We're artists. We got to stay hungry.
I'm like, $1 million seems so hard to carry.
And to count, forget it. It would take all
Just give me
day.
100. We'll make this easy.
Right?
All right. This next one is I put this on here. By the way, I have to say kudos to the people in our Facebook group. I put out the call for clean slate topics, and within an hour, I had 300 responses.
Whoa.
Which defeats the point of a
Awesome.
clean slate episode.
It's
We got to
no.
clear this thing out. Tell us some more stuff to put on it.
We load it up. I like to load up that.
I really
slate.
have to re-tar the roof. Let's poke a hole in it first.
But this one I thought Mark would really enjoy.
Uh-oh.
Mike M asks, diner, drive-in, or dive?
Yes. Does everyone know that Hal Lublin hates Guy Fieri?
Sorry, I don't support him being on this planet doing what he does.
You just don't support him being on television. He can be on the planet.
Here's the thing, and you and I saw this when we were together in Pensacola, Florida. We turned on the TV, because often a thing we'll do when we're rooming together is put on Food Network late at night so he can watch me yell at Guy Fieri, who has no idea that I exist, and I'm fine with that. As he ruins all of America's restaurant kitchens by licking his fingers and coughing everywhere and touching everything with his bare hands. And there's no amount of steel wool scrubbing that will get that filth out of your kitchen. But now,
Forever unclean.
yeah, he's already ruined America. And now the show, he's going to Europe and screwing up those kitchens.
What?
It's getting worse.
Oh, yeah. And he's just going to restaurants now. It's not even diners, drive-ins, or dives. It should just be called Place to Eat.
Yeah. It's like he's throwing a dart at a photer's guide and just figuring out what what restaurant will I topple today?
What's the What's the opposite of a Michelin star? Is that what
A Fieri spike.
Yes. It's a 2-spike restaurant.
Oh, man.
I have a little
this
bit of shade to throw at Guy Fieri that I'll tell you later, Hal. That's
Later.
Oh, not for
Good.
recording. My-
A
Yeah.
brother in
All right.
arms. But these are three different types of restaurants.
Yes.
That are quintessential parts of American.
What is a
cuisine
dive?
culture.
Like, because I
It's
always
more
think
like
a dive bar.
Bar, not a restaurant.
So
Yeah.
it's like a diner, a drive-in, or a dive bar.
I'll
Yeah,
give you a dive in Syracuse, New York. There's a place called Mother's Cupboard that is a burnt out shack in which a restaurant functions. The food there is fantastic. You will go there to order pancakes and they'll ask, how many do you want? 1 or 2? And you'll say, I want 2. And they'll look you up and down and go, you'll have 1. And they will bring you the largest pancake you've ever seen that is almost flopping over the sides of the plate on which it's being brought. And the waitress is never wrong. You did only want 1 pancake.
Yeah.
They also had they also had this giant like breakfast scramble. It was a ton of eggs, potatoes, every meat that they have, 4 rolls, and if you ate the whole thing, it was their version of the frittata. And if you ate it and finished it, they took a picture of you holding up the empty plate like a Polaroid, and they put it up on the wall.
Of people that are
Ostensibly-
never allowed back in.
well, no,
Of people who are
ostensibly-
now dead.
They call it the
Deceased.
graveyard.
Just in memoriam, and there's candles all around
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
You have to listen to a Sarah McLachlan song while you slowly watch
Exactly. You sit down and you go, why are they playing I Will Remember You? This is a really weird restaurant.
So is the difference between...
Wait, hold on. I'm not done. I goaded my roommate into eating a frittata and the picture of him afterwards.
Oh, God.
He did look like he was about to die. He could not open his eyes all the way. He couldn't muster a full smile. He was ashen. And I do not regret it one bit because I wanted to see if it could be done.
All right. So is the difference between a diner and a dive that a dive serves alcohol?
I think of
I
it
thought a
more
lot of
like the
diners do.
diner being kind of a little bit more along the lines of like your classic like Naugahyde lined booth.
Yeah.
the sort of
seating.
New Jersey
Deco.
diner.
Yeah,
classic,
The menus that are permanently on the table in like a little thing.
Yeah, or they
Yep.
they often like diners also often have like the really packed menu. Like they're not
Yeah.
the like
Yeah.
we do 6 dishes that we specialize in. Like it's more a matter of like it's packed full of like really like faded photos of the food they don't ever actually serve.
Right.
Kind of the
Oh, you
idea.
want what?
Yeah. And like then I also think of a diner as a place that's kind of a breakfast 24/7.
Yeah.
That may
Yeah.
be the winning, like, for me, that would be like any place I can go to. The 24/7 part of it
Yeah.
is huge because at 3:00 in the morning after you've had a party or whatever and you want to just go get bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a dive, I think of as like a fried chicken place or like a
Right.
fish and chips place or something like
Yeah.
that. Like
An
that's a
off the
dive.
beaten path. It's a dive because it's
It's
Yeah.
like crappy. It's like
It's a
not a
greasy
restaurant.
spoon.
You're not going
Yeah.
to go on a date there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's
You
the
know.
place on the beach that serves the best fish tacos you've ever had.
Yeah.
And only
Yeah.
5 people know about it. So if you know about this dive, it's cool.
There
And then
was in Knoxville, Tennessee. There was a dive. It was a great dive bar or a great dive called Volunteer. It was they used to serve volunteer burgers like on the University of Tennessee.
Sam and
campus.
Andy's.
No, what was that place called? But it was like a really great divey hamburger bar that was right next to the gay bar. And so like me and my friends that couldn't get into the gay bar, we would just hang out in this like divey burger shack and just watch the like parade of crazy like just like cast of characters of drag queens and like college students and like all these. Yeah, it was like the best.
It's interesting.
That's how I
like,
learned about life.
it
Was
feels
in
like
that dive bar.
like a dive has
Vic and
inherently
Bills.
has
Sorry,
character.
Vic and Bills.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
the
Vic
name
and
of
Bills.
it.
There is character inherent in the dive that
Definitely.
I don't know if that gets beaten by the kitsch or maneuverability of a drive-in or the nostalgia and convenience of a diner.
Yeah.
I think a good diner, I feel like, makes you feel at home, even
Yeah.
if you're a stranger, whereas a lot of dives are very kind of locals only, kind of a, like, you have to be a regular to really know the place and know what to order, how to order. And like a diner is like, if you're on the road and you're a trucker, you're on tour or something, the whole point of a good diner is that it's comforting to you, even if you've never
Which is why the
been
menu's
to the
so
town
long.
before. Yeah.
And they can serve you almost anything. Like their menu is really diverse, whereas a lot of dives kind of do one thing.
And the drive-in, not the drive-through, is sort of now it's just kitsch.
Yeah, well,
It was
unless
it was a trend.
It's either
It didn't-
Sonic or
It
kitsch.
didn't survive. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Sonic. It's
Yeah.
like a.
It's from an
some
era
bells
when
do
people
it.
kind of lived in their cars and they're like, oh, you
Yeah.
know, that's sort of Route 66 sort of.
Yeah, the height
So-
of car culture.
We could really just call Guy Fieri now and be like, just call the show Diners and Dives.
yeah.
Or
I would-
Diner, Sonic, and Dive.
To me, I think the answer is diners, because I think, like John said, if it's a great diner, you get fantastic food that makes you feel comforted at home, and if it's a bad diner, you have a great story to tell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So many Waffle House, so many like 3 a.m. Waffle House.
Oh,
stories.
man. I forgot
You
that
know?
Waffle House is a diner. It wins.
Like, yeah. Waffle House, Perkins.
It's a diner and a dive.
There you go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's the only place that has a jukebox of songs about itself.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, they have like a
It's
record
true.
label. Yeah.
There's a jukebox in Waffle House, and it's all waffle themed songs. I don't know who made them.
I always get
Probably
my
someone
hash
on this ship. Because they don't write hilarious songs like, that's our job.
I always get my hash browns smothered,
Scattered,
diced, and
smothered.
covered.
Yeah.
You
Scott,
know.
wait, what is it?
Smothered in cheese, diced
Diced,
onions, and covered in tomatoes.
There you go.
Or you get your hash browns all the way, which they literally just put everything. It's like running it through the garden.
Which
Yeah,
is
they-
how
they put their
House Friend
cigarette
eats it.
on
His
top
dad
on
does
top
right.
of it.
They empty out the
Yeah.
ashtray onto it.
All right, so is Diner winning?
Diner
Diner,
win.
All right, that was an
Diners.
epic one.
Ask
That was a
and
long
answer.
chapter.
Well, there
in
was
this
a
book.
that was a labor of love.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
All right,
semantics.
let's see
you
what
know.
else we got.
Love semantics.
All right. All right, here's a couple. We'll do a couple of showering ones. Because why not move to hygiene from food?
Sure.
Sure.
This is an interesting from William R. Hot or cold showers? Hot.
Yeah.
Hot.
Unless you're like,
I'm a psychopath.
unless you're a,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did have
Some sort of prevert.
Well, let me ask a qualifying question. Are you being punished?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then
Like,
you're
no.
take a cold
or like,
shower.
did you,
Like a
or
hot
did
day.
you, yeah, did you not pay your electric bill? Then like it has
Right.
to be cold.
Or do you have
right.
does that help with sunburns? I don't know. I'm black.
I only ever hear cold shower in the context of like, you're too horny. Go take a cold shower.
Yeah.
Which is a fallacy. It does not work.
Yeah.
Does not work. I can tell you that from personal experience. I didn't date much in high school. I had plenty of time to experiment on different ways to try to normalize myself. Cold shower does not work. You know what it is? You use a cold shower when you're real tired and you have to wake up and you haven't had enough sleep. And you want to, like, you wake yourself up by being mad at water.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, why? Why are you doing this? And then you hope that it'll get, you immediately get goose pimples or chill bumps.
Yeah.
And you think you're getting used to it, but you're not.
I think the only time I've ever been in some sort of thing like that is when I've been at a spa and it's supposed to snap your pores closed after you like a Korean spa. Has anybody ever been
do you
to
do a
one?
hot shower first and then a cold
you
shower,
get
so you alternate?
in the steam. Yes,
Okay.
you get in the steam or at a steam room or like a hot pool, and then
It's like a Nordic dip or something. It's called.
yeah, and then you can hop in the cold pool, and it has a rain shower. At least the one in Chicagoland, it does that, and it's supposed to
Best theme
snap
park
your
ever.
pores closed, and you're supposed to have beautiful glowing skin after that. But I don't know.
I love that two of your answers so far have had caveats added. It was, if I'm in the VIP, if I'm at a spa,
This is my
you are the
reality, Mark.
fanciest.
As my mother says, I have champagne taste and a beer budget.
There you go. Oh, speaking of beer, hot shower, cold beer.
Yes.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. Try
Beer
it.
shower.
Sure.
Try
You guys,
it.
if you haven't had a beer shower, you have not lived.
You're not, it's
Or
not a
shower
beer
beer.
shower.
It's a shower beer.
No,
Shower beer.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, a beer shower would be a shower of beer
Yeah.
upon you, I think.
a beer shower.
I'm
or
sorry. Isn't that the same thing?
I was gonna say, what's the problem with that?
Do you not live in a rap video?
All right, guys, we told you already that you need to go right now to MaximumFun.org/donate to become a Maximum Fun member and join the 2017 Max Fun Drive. But what we didn't tell you about is all the great stuff you get at different levels for becoming a member or upgrading your membership during Max Fun Drive.
Ooh, Hal, can I tell them about the first few?
Yes, go ahead, Mark.
All right. So at the $5 per month level, you are officially a member of Maximum Fun. Thank you and congratulations. And we will give you bonus content of our show, and all of the shows, I believe, on Max Fun are giving bonus content to our members. I know our show is. I don't want to speak for everybody, but we definitely are. And it's some pretty great episodes. I don't want to spoil what they are going to be, but if you've liked our episodes in the past, you're going to love these bonus episodes.
That's right. And in fact, you will get bonus content from every single Max Fun podcast. You get it all right away. It is unlocked
There you go.
for you.
Official.
You get a link to download it. And I don't want to ruin ours, like Mark said, but I will tell you that my father does return as our special guest. We brought him back just for you. That's at the $5 level.
For one of our more ridiculous episodes.
Oh, super ridiculous.
At the $10 level, you will receive all of the exclusive bonus content, and you will receive a Max Fun Drive exclusive enamel pin.
Yes.
There are 28 designs of pins. Our show has a design. It's pretty fantastic, if I do say. It is the Max Fun logo with a beautiful slice of apple pie a la mode. And it says, "We got this," because we determined that is the best pie.
That's right. That is right. What do they get at $20, Mark?
At $20 a month, they get the official Max Fun Keep in Touch kit. Look, we send off countless emails and text messages and Facebook Messenger messages all day. You know what we don't do anymore? Write to one another. Max
True.
Fun is going to fix that with 9 custom note cards with envelopes in 3 different designs, designed by Brian Sunny D. Fernandez, a 4-color rocket pen, a Getting There rocket stamp, and a rocket-shaped candle that smells like a freshly sharpened pencil, and friendship, and a little bit of wax, because it's a candle.
And like I've said before, both here and in the Tights and Fights pledge breaks, what you do is you melt a little bit of that candle and then you use it to seal the envelope, like your Dracula in Francis Ford Coppola's 1992 masterpiece. And I was air quoting that, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I loved Bram Stoker's Dracula. We'll talk about that later on an episode. Perhaps a bonus content. Shut up, Hal. At $35 a month, you get a pair of Max Fun rocket engraved beer mugs. And I cannot wait to have a beer with you out of one of these. They're beautiful. And the Max Fun just has a cool logo, so it's great to have the logo on stuff.
They do. And also these glasses, as I've pointed out many a time, are great for skinning avocados. So if you have half an avocado and you take the pit out, you can slide it along the edge of the glass and you will get fresh avocado completely and perfectly skinned. And I know it's true because I've seen it done live and it was in a YouTube video. But
did Hal Lublin ever use his beer mug for beer? No, he did not.
Nope. He used it for avocados and apple juice. But I want to point something out. Whatever level you donate, you will get all of the rewards, not only at your level, but at the levels below. So, for example, if you did the $35 per month, not only do you get the pair of rocket engraved beer mugs, but you will also get the Keep in Touch kit, the enamel pin, and the exclusive bonus content. You get all of that. And it's the same if you're currently at the $5 level and you got a raise or you came into some money and you want to jump to the $20 level, you will get the Keep in Touch kit, the pin, and the bonus content. So it works whether you're upgrading or whether you're new. You're going to get a whole bunch of gifts. And that's Max Fun's way of appreciating your appreciation as you become a Max Fun member. Mark, tell them how they do it.
It's very easy. MaximumFun.org. 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 Click on donate. Click on donate. Click on donate.
Is this a monster truck rally?
Oh, no, that's happening on Sunday. It's actually Tuesday.
Okay, now let me tell you very quickly how to make sure that our show benefits. So when you're setting up your recurring monthly donation and giving all your information, it's going to ask you which podcasts you listen to. Check the box that says we got this with Mark and Hal, and we will benefit from that donation, as will any other shows that you click on in that list. They will all benefit. So make sure you do that. And if you don't, it'll still go to the network in general, which is fine if that's what you feel like doing. But if you want to make sure that Mark and I benefit from that donation, and we got this benefits from it, make sure you check that box.
MaximumFun.org. Click on donate. Thank you for listening. Let's get back to the show, eh, Hal?
All right, back to the boat.
All right, so that one's settled, but
yes.
the other showering one that I think is interesting. Do you start with the hair or do you start with the body?
Body.
Body.
Hair.
Really? Body for okay. Cecil, you're excluded from this one.
Admittedly, I have more hair on my body than I do on my.
There you go.
So no, really, I start with both because I start with the chest and move outward, radiate outwards, which admittedly is probably the hairiest and most accessible part of my body.
You use the hub and spokes method of showering?
Yeah.
You go up Main Street to Town Center here. Yeah. You go to Adventureland, Tomorrowland.
California Adventure. I pointed at my crotch for the listeners at home. I think this is a tried and true Hal Lublin showering method.
Everybody write this down.
Guys, get your notebooks out. You're not going to want to miss this. Shampoo the hair, wash the face.
Okay.
Rinse it. Wash the body, top to bottom, rinse that.
Yeah.
Get out of the shower.
Yeah.
For goodness sakes. You're done. This is not a Head and Shoulders commercial.
You live in California. You have to conserve water.
Yeah, exactly.
I live with the Great Lakes. We have all the water.
That's right.
I literally, this is my method. I get in the shower. I run it for like 12 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be rude. It's so rude and wasteful. No, I do body first because you do the cleanse first. Then you exfoliate, ladies. And then I do the hair, put in the deep conditioning. Then you rinse off the body. Cause then you have a nice silken.
To let the exfoliate do its job.
Hello. You have to let it do it work. It's work. Soap doesn't just like go, oh, I'm clean now. You have to like wait.
It's also different because you have long hair and you have long hair. Like none
There's
of us,
a lot.
like, this is 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, this is like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. And then at the end, I'm like, oh, shit, I missed the tips.
So you get back in the shower for a game of just the tip.
Mic drop.
All right. So what are we saying on this? I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to.
Top-down approach, like Hal said.
I go top down.
I go top
like
down
I'm washing
too,
a
yeah.
car.
Because I also think if I wait until the last part to wash my hair, I'm like, whatever oils are in my hair are just going to run down the body I just cleaned.
or you're gonna have a body covered in shampoo.
Yeah. And then I got to rinse it all again, and that just takes all day.
Women,
I bet that's very
off
true.
mic, Symphony is saying that men and women are different, which is true. And you can hear
long
all
hair
about
and short
it.
hair is different. It's not a gender
deal with
thing.
all those
Yeah, you
differences.
can hear all about it in my stand-up set from Catch a Rising Star in 1988. I go through the full gamut of differences. No, it's true. Like if you have long hair and you shampoo it and then condition it, but still,
It takes minutes
The
to-
soaping procedure of going face and then body down. So as you're rinsing.
No, but
You're
once
rin-
you
you're rinsing stuff off.
rinse
Makes
all
sense.
the conditioner out,
Yeah.
your body is completely silken.
Sure.
So then you're soft, and then you don't have to moisturize after.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
I accept your apology.
Sorry about it. I mean, I'm just saying what works for me, but I think it's very individual.
So then the answer is men and women are different, but really it's long hair and short hair are different.
Yeah.
True.
Depending on how much care you put into your shampooing and conditioning of hair, results may vary. But in general, if you have shorter hair and you don't put a ton of stuff
Top
in it,
down.
top
Totally
down
fine.
is the way to go.
All right.
Totally.
Asked and answered.
All right. Asked and answered with a caveat.
Okay, this is a big one. Daniel B asks sliced cheese versus block cheese. And we're talking about the purchase of said cheese. Would you rather buy it pre-sliced or do you want a block that you slice yourself?
Yeah. Block, definitely.
For what? This is a great question. For what?
I feel like general use that
just
that
like
leads
block.
to block because
Yeah.
if it's
Lasts
for what?
longer,
Block
yeah.
is for anything.
Yeah.
You can shred it. You do.
Slices really just for sandwiches.
Yeah.
or,
I mean,
or burgers.
Or laying over
Burgers,
top,
yeah.
like when you want like an even melt. Over
Right.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll go bad quicker if it's sliced. It's more air exposure. If it's block, you have a block of cheese in
Yeah.
your fridge and
Yeah.
it lasts
Yeah.
a while. You use
It's the
a
way
little
cheese
bit.
is made. You just like take a block of cheese. Yeah,
I feel
I'd
like
go block.
if you just don't care about anything, you can get sliced.
Yes.
Holding your sliced cheese, and be like, have I given up on everything?
Yeah, and I have. So I'm
Perhaps.
going to buy these slices.
Sliced cheese is the white flag of surrender that you wave it from your refrigerator.
At your knife drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the answer is block cheese. Ask and answer.
cheese.
We have time for one more, Mark.
We have time
One
for one
more.
more.
One more.
Oh, I thought we had till 3:15. I'm sorry.
We do, but let's take our time with this one. Get one that we can
All right.
really sink
Oh,
our
a good one that we
eye
can
teeth into.
sink our teeth into. All right. You know what? I'm going to pass this over here to Disparition. I'll let our guests choose.
And while they pick silently, let me just tell you, Mark, it's been so nice being on this boat with you. We've recorded
too, buddy.
many episodes.
We have.
Of the show, all of which will be out soon.
That's true.
And if you were not on Joko Cruise 2017, they are now selling cabins for Joko 2018.
Renting.
I can say now, having been, no, you can own it. It's your floating.
It's a timeshare that lasts 1 week and then you can never come back.
Your own floating condo on the Oosterdam. It's like a timeshare.
Yeah.
But you can go to jokocruise.com and book those now.
That's
which
right.
You should. This has been incredible.
should.
This is my first time ever on a cruise, ever.
What's that?
This is my first time ever on any cruise ever.
Same.
Are you
And I
having
will
fun?
never go on another cruise that is not this.
I know, right?
Because I know it will be.
Because there's normies on other boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do not like that.
Yeah.
We want it to be us.
Yeah. I'll be like,
No
where are the-
muggles allowed.
there are
Right.
no costumes. I haven't seen a unicycle. There are no board games out on the Lido deck.
There's a
This
distinct
sucks.
lack of kilts on this ship.
Yeah. All right. Have you decided on our final topic?
Easter candy, right? Is that
Yeah.
what we chose? Yeah.
All right.
What is it?
Is chocolate eggs or jelly beans?
Jennifer K asks.
Chocolate. Is this Jennifer Kelly Loveland, your wife?
No.
Okay.
Should be, that would be Jen KL.
That's true.
And I would tell you her name. She doesn't need to be anonymous.
All right, Jennifer K. Easter candy, chocolate eggs, or jelly beans?
Does the chocolate egg extend to the cream egg?
Like
I
the
would say
Cadbury?
it does.
Yes.
It
Yes.
It's a chocolate
The
egg.
Cadbury
Well,
egg
then
is
I
really
think we're
the,
done here. What's the next topic?
Great, we have
Okay.
time for one more.
I'm
Cadbury
sorry.
egg, the Cadillac
Cadbury
of
cream eggs
Easter.
are Satan.
Yeah, the
They're made
cream
from
egg-
Satan.
I had a
Come
roommate
on.
who
Wait.
loved Cadbury cream eggs so much that he would buy them like 30 boxes at a time.
They're horrifying.
And then I started doing it.
Oh.
And then the next day I would have to go back to get another 30 boxes.
Oh, my God.
They were gone.
Well, the thing about a Cadbury
no.
egg, the outside is tasty chocolate.
Right.
The inside that they want us to believe
No.
in some universe is an egg
From a rabbit.
Yeah, is from a rabbit that clucks like a chicken in their commercials. But the cream in the middle is
It looks like
it's a novelty.
Yeah, it looks like pigeon dew.
Yeah.
And but it tastes delicious.
No.
No.
It
It's
tastes
so
like
unsettling.
it tastes like if you let that diner's syrup crystallize for a few years.
It looks crystallized. It actually looks like even in the videos, in the commercials, they can't even make it look smooth like an egg. It still looks like chunks of sugar, and
Yeah.
it's disgusting and
They should
foul.
just call it chunks of sugar.
There's no way to dress it up. And the rabbit is creepy. I don't care what you tell me. Those
a
commercials.
bunny rabbit going. Buck, buck.
Yeah. They might as well.
they're just they're just doing the sound over it. It doesn't make that sound.
Yeah.
It's just licking its lips. It's
Wait,
just going
what?
like they put something
Hold
under.
up.
They put something on its teeth
Listen,
and make it go like
Symphony,
that. I'm telling you.
you're not going to fool me this time.
Wow.
I know that rabbit is real, and the voiceover should just say, have some candy from God's greatest mistake.
Sugar chunk,
It's Easter.
sugar chunk, sugar chunk, sugar
A lot
chunk.
of people don't know this, but John Hamm does the voice of that rabbit.
He does everything. I once heard John Hamm on 3 different commercials in the same commercial break for 3 different
Oh
products.
my God, really?
Yeah. Just because he plays an ad man on television. You know who we should
Yeah.
get to do our commercial? Don Draper.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
he's not-
yeah, H&R Block,
He's wonderful.
Mercedes, and cream egg.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now listen.
ahead.
I'm voting for Jelly Bean. I gotta say
Thank
Jelly Bean.
You know what?
Thanks.
I am with you.
I'm a longtime lover. Like when I was a kid,
loved candy.
yeah, CC loved candy. No, my parents for Christmas they were like, here's like $40, and I would spend it all on jelly beans. Like,
Are you Jelly Bellies like the different
jelly
flavors?
yeah, like the
I
different
love Jelly
flavors of
Bellies.
jelly and the combos and the infinite amount of I was like with pina coladas, like mixing them together and all. Yeah,
Let me throw a question down the line then. You are now a Jelly Belly chef. What is your Jelly Belly recipe combination that will fit in one mouth?
I gotta be honest. I would throw them all in the garbage and get a bag of Brax. I just want those basic it's Easter.
There's the sugar flavored
you can
ones.
get, buttered popcorn, dirt.
No, everybody
a
knows that the
watermelon,
buttered popcorn-
some candy corn.
Look,
in there.
everyone knows that buttered popcorn is garbage. The licorice one
Right.
is testy at best.
Yeah.
And the juicy pear tastes
the
like
juicy
boogers.
pear, the tutti frutti
the juicy pear
is
is
the best.
good. I like it.
Yeah,
I love the
see,
juicy pear.
we can't even agree on flavors of.
But can we at
Jelly
least
Belly.
agree that buttered popcorn was a terrible
No,
idea?
buttered
the
popcorn
worst.
is
I don't
trash.
like it at all?
Yeah.
It's like the Florida.
What's your you don't count. You said you
No.
throw them in the
I will
garbage.
tell you what I do though. I
right.
take out all the black licorice ones and throw them in I literally throw them in the garbage immediately.
Okay.
Oh,
Because I don't
always
even want to
those.
take a chance somebody would eat them by mistake. Thank
Yeah,
you for your support in this difficult time. I will take one of every other flavor, shove it in my mouth, and then take a sip of water, and in an act of eating that my wife calls horsing.
Jeffrey.
Licorice.
Oh man.
Grandpa Jeffrey.
Perfect.
as your best Easter candy for you're like
No, yeah, that's right.
double
no,
salt double
we're
salt
talking about like
licorice.
a jelly, our new Jelly Belly.
Yeah, you're this
flavor.
well, not flavor. This they're all individual flavors.
Oh.
You can get a handful of them and create a Jelly Belly.
Oh, I would always do
right.
I always like doing the root beer or the Dr Pepper float.
Oh, so you got like
that
a
was fun. Yeah.
vanilla one and a root
Yeah,
beer
so you
one.
do like
or-
vanilla and yeah.
Nice.
Cecil.
Usually like super sour cherry and like the cappuccino, like the coffee flavored one.
That was nice.
Because like the coffee flavored one, like the espresso, just like that nailed it. I've actually been to the Jelly Belly factory. It's really cool.
Where is it?
It's in Northern California, Northern California, I think.
Let's
Yeah.
keep this boat going.
And they make like one flavor a day, and like the whole factory floor just like smells like that one flavor. Like I think it was juicy pear, like the day I went.
Sriracha.
Like sriracha, pepper spray. This is the pepper spray jelly.
Pepper spray flavor.
All right, Symphony.
Yeah.
I would probably go with one of the green apple ones, and then also like one of the blue raspberry. I like all the ones that are like make your
Yeah,
your
sour.
mouth pucker and your eyes water a little bit. Those ones.
John.
Strawberry and champagne.
Oh,
Damn.
the pretty
Damn.
woman combination. Very nice.
The knight in shining armor. I I always like the peanut butter and the strawberry together to make like a peanut butter and jelly.
What about peanut butter and banana?
Peanut butter and banana would be
I've
great.
never had that one.
That's the Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dead Elvis.
The dead Elvis.
All right, so let's settle this last topic once and for
Yes.
all. Jelly beans or chocolate eggs? Let's go down the line. I'd say chocolate eggs.
Chocolate eggs.
Peeps.
Boo.
What's wrong with you?
Stale.
Come on, Cecil.
Jelly bean.
Chocolate.
Jelly beans for me.
Well, the chocolates have it. The Peeps counts as an abstention. Chocolate eggs. Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
Thank you so much to
The
our
cast
friends
and
from Welcome
the
to
cast
Night
and
Vale.
writer of Welcome to Night Vale.
And we're about to embark on tour, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
Night Vale's hitting the road.
Starting, I believe, first week of April, Night Vale is hitting the road. We're doing 4 shows in New York City.
Yeah.
Get a rope. And
the
then
last 4 days of March will be at the Bell House in
Yep.
Brooklyn for
and
4
the
shows.
first Tuesday, and then April 1st for April Fools, and then
Yeah.
the day after that, and then we have a few days off, and then we're starting off in Montreal on this tour.
There you
Yeah,
go. And if you go to welcometonightvale.com,
Click on live shows, and we'll get you the whole schedule. Will be Canada and the Eastern U.S. and Midwest, and a little bit in the South. And we'll have more dates soon later in the year.
Bug
All
your
right.
friends. Buy those tickets now.
That's
Come and
right.
see us. Oh, including Knoxville, Tennessee. We're going to be swinging through Knoxville.
Yeah.
My
Hometown.
hometown.
Getting a visit. Well, there you go. Thank you to everybody who submitted topics, whether we got to them today or not. There's still more topics to be settled. We know you have them out there in your brains. So get them to us. You can email us at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or hit us up on our Facebook group. That is facebook.com/groups/WeGotThisPodcast.
Or check us out on Twitter at We Got This Tweets, or visit the Maximum Fun subreddit. A flame war is probably happening right now. Thank you, as always, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively.
Thank you to producer Ken Bloom, who's kept the show going while Mark and I are at sea. Our graphic designer, Uri Kelman, our researcher, Kate McManus, who gave us pages of research that we used while on the boat, and our QA engineer, Jen Alba.
And, of course, thank you to you, our listeners, and our live ship audience. Thank you guys for giving us an excuse to do this every week and to bring our friends on and talk, and we love it, and we thank you, and we hope you keep sending us topics and keep yelling at us on Twitter and telling us we're wrong. It is the highlight of our day. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
And for Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
We got this.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.